Hello everyone, Aquarius here. I like this filter. I look like I own a Rolls Royce spaceship. Originally, I was going to make a video about the violet flame and how to use it, and I still will, but I thought it would be beneficial to start off with me giving some information about your energetic and auric fields. So I have some notes here. Each of us and the world is made up of both measurable and subtle fields that create and sustain life. A field is an area in which a force exerts an influence at every point. Like all energetic structures, a field involves the vibration of energy and can carry information. Fields operate on both physical and subtle planes, as do energy bodies and channels. But fields present mysterious phenomena as well. The primary difference between physical and subtle fields is often simply the speed of information and vibration involved. At some level, physical and subtle fields can actually be perceived as the same fields, one flowing into another, one creating and sustaining the other. Fields exist everywhere. Each of us produces countless energy fields that interacts with endless numbers of external fields, both measurable and subtle. Fields emanate from every cell, organ, and organ system. The same statement can be made in relation to all other living beings on this planet. In fact, the Earth itself and other planetary objects emit fields. Humans also create fields by manufacturing technological products, such as power lines and cell phones. Even our subtle energy structures like our chakras radiate fields. Subtle energy fields, also known as biofields, are considered immeasurable, although modern science is starting to prove the existence of many of them. These fields explain the presence of vital life energy called chi or prana in Asian cultures, as well as the sometimes extraordinary phenomena often labeled psychic, intuitive, or spiritual. These energy fields are not separate from the mechanical or measurable fields. Rather, they occupy a space and run at frequencies that cannot easily be perceived except through their effects. They are connected into the body by subtle energy channels such as meridians and subtle energy bodies, including the chakras, which are able to convert the fast-moving frequencies into the slower and mechanical fields and forces. The energy channels and bodies are therefore like antennas that are able to receive and send information via the fields and transform this information for the use by the body. Now I'm going to list a few types of subtle energy fields. One of them include our main topic for today, which is the auric field. The auric field is part of the human energy field composed of a set of energy bands that graduate in frequency and color as they move outward from the body. Each auric field opens to different energy planes and energy bodies and also partners with a chakra, thus exchanging information between the worlds outside and inside of the body. Morphological fields are fields that allow exchange between like-minded species and transfer information from one generation to another. The T field is a subtle magnetic field that allows the sharing of thoughts or psychic impressions, comparable to consciousness. And the L field are subtle electrical fields, also called life fields, that serve as a blueprint for life. They operate as a template for a developing organism. Universal fields, also called a zero-point field, consist of protons or units of light that regulate every living thing. Our DNA is made of light, and we are surrounded in a field of light, thus the microcosm and macrocosm dance together. Geofields are earth and cosmological-based fields that act upon all living organisms. All matter is constantly exchanging vibrations of different wavelengths. These vibrations affect us even though they are not visible to the eye. and we may not be conscious of their existence. The part of the electromagnetic spectrum which surrounds us and penetrates us represents our aura. Color energy doesn't just express the way we feel, think, and act, it also reflects back to us from the external environment, either raising or lowering our vibration. All changes, whether mental, emotional, physical, or spiritual in nature, are connected with the changes which take place in the electromagnetic field that is in us and around us. Each of us create our own magnetic atmosphere, and this unfailingly reveals the nature of our disposition, temperament, character, and our state of well-being. Thus, a person lacking the color red in their aura may express this mentally and emotionally with a lack of drive or initiative in their life, and physically by suffering from low blood pressure. On the other hand, a person with an excess of the color red would probably tend to express themselves more overtly than inwardly. Greeks, Christians, and Egyptians have believed for centuries that man sends out light at a microcosmic level, just as the sun and the stars do in their own sphere. Their representation of the auric body can be seen in the elaborate and elegant headdresses of Egyptian art and in the halo of the Christian saints. Many people have the ability to see the aura around a person, even though it may only be glimpsed momentarily. There are many different layers to our auric field. Scientists have been investigating the existence of the aura, the field that surrounds the entire body, for more than 100 years, adding to the knowledge our ancestors already possessed. This field consists of multiple bands of energy called auric layers and auric fields that encompasses the body, connecting us to the outside world. There are many theories about the auric field, but most reveal the aura to have a fluid or flowing state, to be made up of different colors and therefore frequencies. It is also reflective of the inner sanctum of a human being, the condition of it in general, as well as the specific layers, reflecting the connections between subtle and physical energies, as well as emotional and mental energies. A special form of photography is actually able to take pictures of the auric field. In the 1930s, Russian scientists, excuse me, Mr. Russian scientist, sir, if I mispronounce your name, Semyon Kurlian and his wife Valentina invented a new photographic process that involves directing a high-frequency electrical field at an object. The object's patterns of luminescence, the auric field, can be captured on film. Contemporary practitioners are using Kirlian photography, among other special methods, to show how the aura responds to different emotional and mental states, and even to diagnose illnesses and other problems. Besides the auric field, there are many other bands of energy that interpenetrate or surround the body. These might be called energy bodies or energy planes. These and their names vary according to culture and system. In general, however, these fields are like stair steps that link the physical body to higher states. Each of the auric layers also has 7 chakras within it. For more information on that, please read Barbara Ann Brennan's book, Hands of Light. The 7-layer auric system consists of the spiritual plane, which manages spiritual realms, and its color is represented as silver. The Etheric body, which reflects higher ideas, is represented in the color gold. The celestial body holds higher emotions and is usually a pastel type of color. The Etheric Template, which is the blueprint for the etheric or physical body, is usually represented by a deep blue or indigo. The astral plane, which transforms physical and spiritual energies, is represented by the color silver. The astral body, which creates bonds, is represented by the color pink. The physical plane, which processes the physical world, is represented by the color brown. The mental body organizes thoughts and is represented by the color yellow. The emotional body reflects emotions and is represented by the color orange. The etheric body shapes the physical body and is represented by the color light blue. In the 12 chakra auric system, the first auric field represents protection of life, energies, and passion and is recognized with the color red, which is associated with our root chakra. The second auric field screens feelings and reflects emotions and is represented by the color orange, which is our sacral chakra. The third auric field filters ideas and beliefs and is represented by the color yellow, which is associated with our solar plexus chakra. The fourth auric field attracts and repels relationships, which is represented by the color green, aka our heart chakra. The fifth field attracts, repels, and sends guidance and is represented by a medium blue type of color, which represents our throat chakra. The sixth auric field, which opens to choices and enacts decisions, is our crown chakra, which is represented by the color violet. Our seventh auric field connects with spirits and spirit, and it also broadcasts spiritual decisions and is represented by the color white and is sometimes called the higher crown. Our eighth auric field broadcasts karma and absorbs power and is represented by the color black. Our ninth auric field connects with others based on soul ties and is represented by the color gold. The 10th auric field mirrors beliefs and is a template for our physical body and is represented by the color brown. Our 11th auric field endears forces and is represented by the color pink. Our 12th auric field connects to the heavens and blends our human and divine self and is represented by the color gray. The word aura comes from the Greek word aura, meaning breeze. The complete aura is experienced as an ovoid orb of subtle emanations surrounding the physical body. One of the main functions of the aura is to absorb white light from the atmosphere, divide it into its component color energies, which include red, orange, yellow, green, turquoise, blue, violet, and magenta, and direct these to the appropriate power centers or chakras within the physical body. This process helps to maintain our good health, restore balance where disease may be starting, and also encourage the release of toxic materials or waste products, which the body no longer needs. Tiredness and physical depletion will affect the vitality of the auric field. When a person's aura is out of balance or will not emanate clear or true colors, it may give a dull, pale, or grayish color instead. Dark shades with flecks, patches, or arrow shapes can appear in affected areas. Breaks in the aura will also appear, indicating energy leaking from the body at those points. Individuals who smoke or drink heavily usually show depleted auras. The aura is made up of 3 major layers extending outward from the body, and these have 3 major functions: to protect, absorb, and communicate. Earlier in the video, I told you guys that the Earth also has an auric body or etheric field, the ozone layer, which surrounds the Earth and protects all living organisms within it, could be described as the etheric field. Ozone is a gas closely related to oxygen, which helps to keep the Earth's atmosphere balanced and thereby serves as a vital function to life. If this important layer is depleted or punctured in any way similar to the etheric field of the human body, it becomes vulnerable and lets in harmful ultraviolet rays. In such instances, science have been warning us of the greenhouse effect. I hope you all learned some valuable and useful information about auras, and I thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.